If Ron Wilson was the story that had the most impact on the 08-09 season, then the story of Ian White's year is clearly the one that makes people connected with the team smile the most. A hard worker and a straight shooter from Manitoba, White is a dressing room favorite and is an easy guy to cheer for, given the effort level he gives on a nightly basis. However, on the heels of a steady preseason, he would not make his regular season debut until November the 2nd, a healthy scratch in the Leafs' first 11 games, for the very reason he couldn't control his size.
Yeah, I'll take the blame for that. I saw Ian White and I just said, how can we be an effective defense with a guy that small?
I was banking on having a great season, and just a really good mindset and ready to start the year. And obviously, it didn't start out the way I wanted it to, but hung in there, and then things turned around.
I think it's reflective of just how fiery a competitor you are, Ian.
Well, you got to play with a bit of an edge, especially I'm a little smaller than most, so you got to get out there and get aggressive and be determined to win the battles. Otherwise, you're not going to be in this league too long.
Did you ponder where your career might have been headed coming out of training camp and knowing you're going to be a healthy scratch, at least for the foreseeable future, that your career may have been going in a direction you didn't want it to go in?
Well, it was actually going in a direction I didn't want it to go in. No one wants to sit any games out, let alone a couple weeks in a row. So obviously the questions were raised in my mind a little bit. Maybe this wouldn't be the direction that I had assumed it would go. But I hung in there, and fortunately enough, I got an opportunity and made the best of it.
Eventually getting into a game, Ian would put to rest any doubts those others had of him and the ones he had of himself. Just 6:28 into his first period, he scored his first of 10 on the season. It would be a sign of things to come.
Right in front of the goal, waits, holds, shoots, scores! Ian White, in his second shift of the season, has scored for Toronto.
And what a shot!
It really helped starting off, scoring a goal. I think my first or second shift in Carolina. If I had any questions about whether I can play, I answered them to myself, right away. So, it started. The confidence started there, and it just kept growing. And the coaches see confidence in me as well, and things just blossomed from there.
I thought he played really well at forward, and what I liked about Whitey was he was willing to play anywhere and never complain.
It's amazing. You've been around quite a while now, but the nature of this game is you still have to prove yourself as good as you've been in the previous game. Isn't that the truth?
Yeah, well, and that's what keeps this league going. Everyone's got to establish themselves, and they got to prove their way and earn everything they get. So it's what keeps this league going, and it's great to see.
You've said it. You're not a big guy, but you did not back down. And I reflect back to that Atlanta game, and I don't think I've seen you as angry as you were that night with Ilya Kovalchuk in your face, and vice versa.
Well, anytime a guy takes a liberty at you, he's got to answer the call. And I still feel it's a pretty dirty play, but you sometimes need a little something to light a fire under you to get a little extra aggression going. So that happened to be the case there, and hopefully I don't have to do anything like that again. But you never know.
He's played regular on defense here for 2 years, and his numbers weren't that bad. But I had to get through seeing Ian White like 5'9" or 5'10", and it took me a month or so and a few injuries. But it was Ian White who got into the game, adjusted his game somewhat, and became, over the course of the year, our best defenseman.
I got a lot of confidence throughout the year, and it kept building. And they showed it by rewarding me with some extra ice time, and I felt I earned it, and I pride myself on working hard every game and bringing everything I have to the table, night in, night out, and that kind of effort gets rewarded.
Competition level seems to be a part of the 25-year-old's ever-evolving game and a key reason for his success this year.